I actually made a couple of things today. I've got a basic chicken soup with barley, and in addition, every time I walk in the supermarket this week, I've bumped into okra. So I looked up a good recipe for some okra and did okra, and I'll show you how to do that in a minute. But right now, the base of the soup is going to be really simple. I think anyone who does this base has a good soup. All right, so I'm just going to add some onion. I'm going to grate some garlic into there, a couple of cloves of garlic. Never go wrong with some garlic in there. I love garlic and everything. I mean, if you don't want to put it in there, you do get a lot of flavour from the celery and the onions and carrots, but I like it, so I'm going to add it. And these veggies I had in my fridge, and I wanted to use some up. So there's some garlic, okay. So we're going to add some celery. Carrot. You can chop your carrots a little bit smaller if you want. I like my carrot a little large. Then I'm going to put in a bay leaf. Remember to take this out at the end before you serve. Now I'm doing this one vegetarian style because I did do a chicken one before. If you add the chicken, I would partially boil the chicken, shred it, and then add it when you're ready. Okay. And of course we need some salt, a little bit of salt. Not too much salt, and some black pepper. I have a few potatoes here. I'm going to put them out. A couple of little potatoes here that I peeled. Add them. Okay, I also have some kale that I've shredded really, really small. I'm going to put that right in the end because I like it like not too overdone. And also I have these, and I'll add them right to the end because they can get like a little slimy. Right now I'm going to add the broth. You can do 4 to 5 cups of broth. And we'll let that cook. And of course, use vegetable broth if you want to keep this big. Now at the end, I'll add the that and the barley. So we're going to let that cook. All right. I'm going to lid it, put the lid on, bring it to a boil, and then I will add it on at the end. Leave that. Okay, that's that. Now the okra. I made some, and you'll see it in a minute, but it's very, very basic. You just take your ends of the okra off. This has a lot of good stuff in here. I believe it has magnesium, good vitamins. And then we're going to just cut them in inch pieces. This actually gets like a bad rap for some reason because it can be sticky, but it's a really good snack, you know, like it's like nice and crunchy if, you know, you want it. How we're going to do it. Like little inch pieces, doesn't have to be perfect. Right, I have paprika, garlic powder, and a little bit of olive oil. So I'm just going to toss them around. And I'm going to put them in the oven for 450 for about 15 minutes and cook them. I just did a few because I already made some earlier. All right, so this is what we have. That goes in the oven. That's done. And it comes out like this. So we have the okra. All right, they're lovely and crunchy. Tastes delicious. And here's our soup. We use lots of like fresh herbs and things like that. I put some cilantro on the top of there, and you've got lots of good flavors of soup in there. And the barley. See the barley in there? It's very good for you. And the water of the week is lemon, basil, and cucumber.